I'm Ryan Milton from TeamFFLEX. This is Protein Power. Every single Monday I'm coming here on this channel to tell you how to take power over your nutrition and get you results. No matter who you are, what you're trying to do, that's what we want to do, is get results, right fam? So that's what we do here. When you get something out of the video today, which is on nutrient timing, some big topic right here, please thumb it up. Please drop me a comment, please share it, and please don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for watching Protein Power. I'm going to get right on to it. So today what I want to talk about is nutrient timing, okay? Nutrient timing is something that comes up all the time, literally my entire career. Most of you don't know this, but my entire career has only been in fitness coaching, okay? I literally started as a little grunt guy at the front desk, a little pawn on the chessboard, trying to become a trainer. And so I would sit in the gym, that was my first job, open the gym up and do all this. And guess what, I'll tell you this, before I was even a trainer, people were asking me about damn nutrient timing. And that's the whole point here, okay? I've got asked about this millions of times, not millions, thousands of times over my career, and seriously, it is something that comes up. So I want to make a video today to cover it, talk about different variations, what nutrient timing actually is, what it isn't, what you need to know about it, how you need to apply it, do you need to apply it, and what is all this hype about the dreaded nutrient timing. Nutrient timing, for lack of saying it any different, overcomplicating it, means the time you're taking in your nutrients. Okay, it's literally in the name. Nutrient timing means the time you take your nutrients in. So what are some kind of, themes that come up? Well, you can't have fats and you can't have carbs together, because if you do that, you're going to get fat. That's one. Another one would be, you should have carbs only in the morning before your workout. And then after your workout, don't have carbs anymore. Go to fats. Some more might be, don't eat after 5 p.m. You can't eat in the nighttime, because anytime that you eat in the nighttime, you're just going to get fat. These are things that come up. These are real things. These are real myths and shit that I know other coaches push. I know other coaches probably actually believe. I know that unfortunately, a lot of clients and a lot of people paying attention, all sorts of different content, hear this stuff and follow that rule, but in reality, you don't got to worry about it too much, fam. We're going to talk exactly about each one of these scenarios, and we're going to talk exactly about what's important today on Protein Power, okay? Please make sure you subscribe if you made it this far. All right, so let's start with that first one, okay? What about if you have carbs and you have fats together? Carbs and fats together equal body fat, right? I know that's what a lot of coaches say. I know there's prep coaches out there especially preaching that. I know there's a lot of people that say that. What does the actual science say? Well, if you want to look it up yourself, go do the research. I've done it for you. I know what it looks like. I've studied it for years. Literally, this question's come up so many times in my career, I can't even tell you. And here's what it says, fam. I'm going to break it down for you right now. Protein needs to be pretty much a constant nutrient, okay? Protein is probably the most essential nutrient, period, in your exact body, no matter what you're doing. Even if you're a sedentary person, you got to have your protein, okay? It becomes more important the more muscle mass you carry and so on and so forth. Literally, everything in your body, your damn hair is made of protein, okay? It's not just your muscles. So protein's an essential nutrient. You can't really dictate off that too much. You want to have that be a constant for the most part. You want to make sure you're constantly hitting your level of protein, okay? When it comes to carbs and it comes to fats, these are kind of more variable nutrients, all right? And with the variable nutrient, what I'm saying is you can lower or you can raise them depending on what you're trying to do. So for example, someone on a low carb diet, well, they bring their carbs down, they bring their fats up, right? Somebody doing keto is doing that same thing. Some people are on a higher carb though, maybe a vegan athlete or something of that nature where they're getting a lot of carbs and maybe their carbs are going to be way higher than their actual fats. And so with these, we get more variability. Protein in every sense will probably stay pretty constant during those types of scenarios no matter what. So when the idea comes that, okay, fats and carbs together brings you body fat, that pretty much goes against all of nature, okay? Like literally it goes against total natural food selection of the world if that was a true thing. There are definitely foods out there, guess what? They contain both carbs and they contain both fats. So to say that you should try to separate these nutrients is already out the gate a little bit weird, okay? It's a little bit not making sense. But what does the actual science say? Because even if we just want to be bro scientists and think about what makes sense, we got to back it up with real science, right? And so the real science says this, okay? The actual timing of your nutrients, meaning if you have carbs alone, or if you have fats alone, or if you have them together, matters far, far less than if you have the right amounts of them. And this does not mean the right amounts per meal. Obviously, there's going to be shifts in insulin, blood sugar, all this stuff, depending on what you're doing and where. But the actual total of that day, okay? So hear that again. It's not so much about when these things are timed together or separate or whatever. It's about if the daily totals equate to what you're trying to do, okay? So for those of you that are competing, that's what it means. For those of you that want to lose fat, lose weight, that's what it means. For those of you who want to build muscle, that's what it means. You got to get these things in the body. You got to eat these nutrients, these macronutrients correctly. And you got to have the daily totals add up. And that's going to be a majority of what you need to be concerned about. Does it actually just end there? In reality, the answer would be no. Obviously, depending on the amount of carbs and the amount of fats and the amount of this and that, proteins at the same time, though, that you would have in any given meal is going to elicit a different response in your body, depending on the ratios, for one, also depending on your food choice, also depending on each mineral, micronutrient, all that's in there that's coupled with your macronutrients. It's going to be totally variable. Absolutely. Things are going to be different. So it's not a blanket statement to say that, okay, it just doesn't matter. Of course it will matter, but it's going to matter down to even just the food choices and what you're doing and where. And so with that, you have to understand that that's something that you don't really need to pay that much attention to unless you're being super, super crazy about your nutrition. For the sake of what we're talking about is the fact that if you get these daily totals done, you're going to be in the right realm, you're going to be in the right spot, and you will be getting results no matter who you are, because guess what? You're being consistent. And when you're consistent with your nutrition, that's what provides results. It is literally that simple. As much as people want to complicate it, a lot of coaches want to scare you into thinking there's no way in hell you could possibly not buy their $1,000 meal plan because you need it, because they're a guru, all that stuff. Point is, you got to understand the simple basics of nutrition if you want to do the best with it. And being consistent is one of the most important and simple things that everybody can mess up, right? So that's what you got to know with that. When in regards to other nutrient timing kind of things, that you can't eat past 5 p.m., you should have all your carbs in the morning, all this stuff, it's the same exact answer, right? So I give you a bunch of scenarios at the start of this video, and I answered them all with that one statement, really. It's all about getting your daily totals done. It's all about getting in, all your protein, all your carbs, all your fats, and don't forget about your fibers in that daily total. And if you can do that, you're going to be able to get the results you want to get. End of story, okay? I know a lot of people are worried about the fact that if they eat at night, they're going to gain body fat. Your metabolism does not shut off at 5 p.m. It's not a thing that happens, okay? It literally it's not going to just turn off. There's no little magic fairy in your stomach. This is why we saying, hey, you know what? It's 5 p.m. This guy just ate something. Shuttle that as body fat. Otherwise, tomorrow, 9 a.m., resume normal usage of the food instead. Doesn't happen, fam. It doesn't happen. So, if that's something you believe, if that's something you've been led to believe, if that's something you've been told, unfortunately, it's not true, and you're going to have to change your ideas about it. At the end of the day, you know, it is good to go through periods of fasting, right? Like you're fasting at nighttime. You're fasting while you sleep. So some people might want to stop eating at 5 p.m. naturally, and that's cool. They have dinner, they're done. Fine. But don't be freaking out if you end up hungry one night and you still got some macros left and you want to eat it. That's totally fine to do. You absolutely can do it. And I know for a fact, coaching so many people over the years, tons and tons of people do that. Tons of people like to time their meals and break them up so that they can eat at nighttime because they don't want to get starving hungry if they're on a diet or something like that, right? Going through periods of you know, dieting where you're also not eating a lot of calories and, you know, you're eating less meals, you're spending a lot of time not eating, is often harder for people that are trying to diet just because of the discipline to not eat. So a lot of people like to space out their meals, and that's something you can totally do, okay? You should do it. I encourage it. The more that you can not get super hungry on a diet, the more likely, guess what you're going to do? Be consistent with it. And consistency is king, queen, everything when it comes to nutrition. So make sure you understand that. Same goes for carb time in the morning, all this. Just remember what I said, okay? And I've said it like 8 times in this video because I guarantee you, some of you watching this right now are going to ask me this question in a few weeks or in a month or in a year or whatever. You're going to ask me about nutrient timing. I guarantee you. Because it comes up so damn much and there's so much conflicting weird stuff out there. I strongly encourage you to do your own research, okay? I strongly encourage you to go dig into this. Don't just Google it and then read the first article or the first 5 articles and think that you've researched it, okay? Research involves actually spending hours and hours of time absorbing tons of information, okay? You got to take in a ton of stuff so that you can figure out what is the right conclusion, because there are going to be conflicting things everywhere there too. But at the end of the day, that's what it says. I've looked it up myself. I've done the research. I've done it for years. Your nutrient timing, not a huge important, not a make or break, okay? Let's put it that way. It's not a make or break for you. It's never going to be the make or break on if you can get results, if you get good results, if you end up fat somehow. It's not going to be the make or break on any of those. It's not going to do that for you. What it can do is it can assist you if you need it. Otherwise, it's basically pretty much not something you need to worry about. What you need to worry about is the fact that you got to hit your daily totals, and that's it. Hit your daily totals, fam. If you can get your daily totals done, it's going to be all good. This is Protein Power. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you share it if you got something out of it. Thumb me up. Give me a comment. Let me know what you thought. And I'll be back here tomorrow for the Iron Palace. We got 5 shows we run all week, every week. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.